Welcome to Hope's Homemade Kitchen. Today we're making chicken Florentine. This is a delicious, creamy, one-skillet chicken meal that comes together in under an hour, prep and all. Now this recipe was first published in the New York Times on April 16th, 2025. My friend Lisa passed it on to me, so we'll see if we can do it justice today. So let's get started and I'll show you the ingredients. Okay, you should start with thinly sliced chicken breasts. This is kind of like when we did the lemon chicken. I'm just going to do several pieces that are thinly sliced rather than pound it down. Sometimes these Costco chicken breasts can be pretty thick, so you have the option of slicing it thin or pounding it down just so they're similar in size when you cook them. Now to dredge the chicken, I'm going to mix 1/4 cup of all-purpose flour, 1/4 cup of shredded Parmesan cheese, about a teaspoon of salt, and a teaspoon of freshly ground black pepper. You just want to mix that up and just dredge both sides. Now this recipe was also recently published in the Minneapolis Star-Tribune, but it was first published in the New York Times. So that's where my friend Lisa got it, was in the Minneapolis paper, because she still gets the paper. So she made it and she thought it was delicious and passed it on to me, and I said, you know what, I think I'm going to do that on my channel. Okay, we're going to take it over to the stove and brown it in a little bit of olive oil and butter. Okay, on medium-high heat, I'm going to put in 2 tablespoons of butter. And a couple tablespoons of olive oil. And once that butter is nice and melted, you want to add your chicken, and you just want to brown it, but you don't need to be concerned about it cooking all the way through at this point. I might need to do these in a couple of batches. Now the recipe calls for about 1 pound of chicken. I think mine was a little bit over that. But the important part is just making sure that the chicken pieces are sliced pretty thin and they're all similar in size. While my chicken is browning, I'm going to chop up my shallot and mince my garlic. That's nice and brown on both sides. And we'll add in the other pieces. Okay, again, those don't have to be cooked all the way through just yet. So I'm going to put those aside on a plate. And then we're going to do our other ingredients. So I'm throwing in my shallot and my garlic. Just want to do a little bit of salt with that. Just cook it and scrape that good stuff off the bottom. You want to do this for about 2 minutes. Okay, you want to add in 1/2 cup of white wine. And 1/2 cup of chicken broth. Now if you're not using wine, you can use all chicken broth. I'm just going to chop up some fresh basil here. One to 2 tablespoons. So you're going to add in your fresh basil and about a teaspoon of dried oregano. Just continue to scrape that bottom and get all of those good brown bits off the bottom. Those all are flavor. You just want to simmer that for about 3 to 4 minutes. this point, I'm going to add in my softened cream cheese, about 2 ounces. This is what really makes it the nice creamy texture. So 2 ounces of softened cream cheese and 1/2 cup of heavy cream. Now you want to cook this for about 5 minutes until a nice, smooth, thick sauce forms. Just keep stirring until all of that cream cheese is broken up, and then you just want to let it simmer for a little bit. Okay, now that it's nice and thick, you want to add in your spinach. You want about 3 ounces or 2 cups of packed spinach. So I've got a 5-ounce bag here. I'm just going to add about half of it. I'm going to cook that in there for about a minute until that spinach starts to wilt. And then you want to add your chicken back in. I'm going to turn it down, put the lid on, and let it cook for about 5 more minutes just to make sure that chicken is cooked all the way through. Okay, it has about another minute or so to go. I had 2 tablespoons of butter that I should have added when I added my onions. I'll just went ahead and did that now, just to mix it in with the sauce. Just taking the internal temperature of that chicken. Should be 165 degrees. And it is. Okay, we're gonna serve this up. Now I had some leftover rice that I warmed up. This is perfect to go with this. You can also serve it with potatoes, pasta. Get that nice creamy sauce. A little sauce over the rice too. Now for the taste test of the Chicken Florentine. You want to add a little extra Parmesan cheese right on top. Freshly grated would be better, but this is what I have today. That is bursting with flavor. The creaminess of the sauce, that chicken browned in butter and olive oil, and a little hint of that shallot and garlic, and then that spinach and a creamy sauce right on top with the Parmesan cheese. This is really good. And like I said, you can serve it with rice, pasta, potatoes, even a side salad. Thank you to Lisa for sending me this recipe. This is a real keeper. I'll put the recipe in the description box below, and let me know if you try it. Thanks so much for joining me today on Hope's Homemade Kitchen as we made Chicken Florentine. Check out some of my playlists. I have a What's for Dinner playlist, appetizers, desserts, and a few more. We'll see you next time.